Well, frustration on the faces of the Republic may be the key theme for the first 2 months of the USL Championship season. But tonight, they have an opportunity to flip the script. It's the Jägermeister Cup, and the Republic will welcome in AV Alta from League One and look to get things back on track against a very hungry young side. And it should be an exciting match as we begin group play of this Jägermeister Cup. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Jägermeister. Take a shot at glory. Welcome inside Heart Health Park. I'm Rob McAllister, and with me as always is Adam Moffat. It just has a different feel tonight, Adam.
It really does. You speaking to some players beforehand, you know this has got a real cup feel to it, and both teams want to get on a great start in the first game.
Well, what is the USL Jägermeister Cup? Let's take a look. Well, this is the first of group play. There are going to be 4 games, 2 at home and 2 on the road. But this is a contest, Adam, where you are rewarded for scoring goals.
You are. You got to go for it. It incentivizes goals rather than the defensive play. And we want to see that as a neutral. You want to see attacking play. You get 2 home games, you get 2 away games. You got to go for it. And you know what? The way the scoring goes as well, we might finish in a tie. It might finish 1-1, 2-2, but we're going straight to penalty kicks. And instead of just going 1 point each, whoever wins the PKs gets an extra point.
I love it. That means it's going to be 90 minutes of action. And for Sacramento, they are no strangers to excitement in cup runs.
We've seen some incredible nights here at Heart Health Park or even on the road. The cup just brings out something in Sacramento Republic, and they know they're potentially 7 games away from winning another competition. So they're going to want to get off on the front foot tonight, and so many special memories. Can they make a few more this season, 2025, in the USL Jägermeister Cup?
Well, the crowd is fired up for this one as well, as this is going to be an opportunity for some of these lower division teams to make a statement. Sacramento has done it against some of the best clubs in MLS. Well, it's going to be an exciting one here tonight in the capital of California. We'll have more from Heart Health Park coming up after this.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands have joined the charge. They're taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
A personal injury claim is not a lottery prize, and it is never a joke. Whether or not you've been injured in a slip and fall, pedestrian, bicycle, auto, Uber, Lyft, or big rig accident, you need serious, experienced local legal counsel. At Ashton & Price, we have successfully represented Northern California injury victims for over 25 years. Consultation's free, and there's never a fee until we win. Between you and me, we win a lot.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
The Republic. Some call us the best kept secret in town. Well, that's about to change.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Jiffy Lube. Get in, get out, and get back on the road in 15 minutes or less. UC Davis Health, believe in better. And Western Health Advantage, insurance plans that balance value and coverage. It's the USL Jägermeister Cup. AV Alta, Sacramento Republic. Kickoff is coming up next.
As they come on the pitch.
At Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines in our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012, because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
Listen up. Why do you do it? You ignore the signs and the flashing lights.
Don't you see the work zone?
Seriously? Caltrans is working right there. Right next to your speeding car.
My mom is out there.
That's my dad in the truck.
That's my papa behind those cones.
So slow down.
Watch out for them.
And be alert.
How would you feel if that was your dad? Be alert.
Be work zone alert.
It's the USL Jägermeister Cup, the Republic hosting AV Alta of USL League One. The Republic in Old Glory Red, the Camellia Stripes. And it is the whistle goes, and here we go from Hard Health Park, the Jägermeister Cup underway in Sacramento, California. Already, this is an attacking style team trying to get one on frame, and Freddie Kleeman's going to have to be in a foot race early on here. This AV Alta side, Adam, they're coming. They're going to be ready to get some goals here. They've got nothing to lose, and they're going to probably embrace this atmosphere in Sacramento.
I think that opening 10 seconds is going to show you what they're all about, AV Alta. They're not afraid of coming into Sacramento and being the aggressor, going on the front foot and trying to score goals. They want to come out of here with 3 points in their first ever game in the USL Jägermeister Cup.
For Sacramento, we talked about it in the pregame. Really a frustrating first 2 months of the season, but an opportunity here to flip it and see if they can find 3 points and get on the strong foot in group play in this USL Cup. Neil Collins said to us he is going out to win this game. This is not one that they're going to sit back. They're going to play their style. They're going to put their best 11 out there. And he feels like he's got a healthy group here this evening. How about this? Number 8, Rodrigo Lopez in the lineup. Just his second start of the year after a season-ending injury a year ago. Came up with a key assist in the win over El Fortorito in the U.S. Open Cup match. And number 8, it is always good to see him. We've seen him come in a reserve spot. What do you want to see from the veteran here this afternoon?
You want to see him pulling the strings, get him on the ball as much as possible. He's so clever, he's so creative. And you want him facing forward, making those incisive passes that we know he's too good at. Getting assists, even getting some goals at times as well.
AV Alta 6 points in USL League One. They're currently 8th in the standings, 2 wins, 3 losses. They're winless on the road in 2025, but they've come up with some really big wins. US Open Cup, they take down Orange County. They're going to have a date with FC Dallas. So this is not a team to take lightly just because they're in the division below you.
No, and brand new team this year. You know, they've put a lot of pieces together, and it's not a bad start for them. And great run, Open Cup getting that victory. They've got a big game traveling to Texas to play FC Dallas in the next round of the Open Cup. This game for them is fantastic preparation as well for that. Even higher level of playing against an MLS team, and we just see the physical piece of the game here. These are high stakes games. You play 4 games in this group stage. Top team advances. You could potentially be one of the next 2 best runners up. Only 8 teams total from the 6 groups will make it to the quarterfinals. So you lose a game, you're in a bit of bother.
There's going to be 6 winners from each of the groups and then 2 wild cards, basically based on who scores. Here's an opportunity for Sacramento. Charging forward, it's Herrera. Almost 4 straight games with a goal. He has been on fire as of late. And a great start from the right wing from Dominic Vonner, who got his first goal in a Republic uniform a weekend ago.
He's done great, Dominic Vonner. He's on his less dominant right foot there, but he puts a ball in a dangerous area, and Sebastian Herrera thrives on good service. Can't quite get enough on that to challenge Aviles in goal.
Aviles getting the start again. 11 saves on the year in his 6th appearance. He does have a shutout. Freddie Kleeman, 2-time USL Championship Team of the Week selection. But let's go back to that back line for Sacramento. Lee Desmond, Freddie Kleeman, Jared Timmer. Right in front of Jared Mazzola tonight for Neil Collins. How important is that, getting these 3 guys healthy and on the field at the same time?
It's very important. They've got a lot of experience between them. They're 3 very established players and good leaders on the field. And I think for Sacramento, obviously, the results haven't been there. And a lot of that is just due to giving up goals. They've controlled games for the most part, but anytime you're giving up 2 goals a game, you're going to be in a bit of bother. So hopefully by getting all 3 back on the same page, building some chemistry, you will limit the amount of goals you give up, which then should result in more points. I think that's how it works.
Keep an eye on that man. Number 8, Rodrigo Lopez. Talked about the assist he had in the Open Cup play. Blake Willie is cut down by Alaribe. A quick restart by Roro, looking on that left wing for Michel Benitez, who's played now 3 different positions for Neil Collins this opening start to the season. Of course, Roro brings so much to this team in terms of not only his ability to switch the field and really direct the game, but almost a coach on the pitch as well. And you know he's going to have an impact in this Jägermeister Cup run. Jared Mazzola getting his 2nd start of the U.S. Open Cup. Shutout. Where's the lower division side? He had 3 appearances a season ago, and We talked about Neil Collins, but his delivery is fantastic. Meanwhile, Sacramento pressing forward. Cicerone trying to make a run as Pirano tried to find him with the left foot. Even though Danny Vidiello, of course, a two-time goalkeeper of the year, you're not having a big drop-off for Jared Mazzola. He just hadn't had a lot of minutes yet.
And as you mentioned, Rob, his distribution with his feet is really good. He likes to, get the ball back going quickly as well. So it's a good opportunity for him. We saw him in the Open Cup. Now he's getting his chance in the Jägermeister Cup. They made a couple of really big stops in that game against El Farolito. None other than the one. The ball was crossed in, it was missed. Here goes Christian Pirano, and he just stretched out to his left-hand side and made a fantastic save.
Peeling away, Sebastian Cruz, Cal State Fullerton product. Ryan Klebe inside. They've come out very aggressive here, and he had a lot of praise for this Sacramento side, but make no mistake, this is a very competitive team here, and they want to prove something. I mean, they're just down the road here on I-5 in Southern California, and they want to come up here and make a statement and be one of those USL League One teams to get a result today.
We do, and we speak about the competition in Sacramento and some of the special occasions they've had, and beating Seattle here, beating Sporting Kansas City, the Earthquakes. It's a little bit different on this competition where all of a sudden you're the big dog. You got a little look at Brian Claven there, the head coach for AV Alta.
Served as Chivas USA, LA Galaxy, and some of the youth academies, and he's their inaugural season. He is charged the way, and I really love an opportunity and showcase what he can do. And I'll tell you what, he's got this team playing the right way so far. Some of the results haven't come. A similar story to Sacramento, but this is a club that could be very dangerous in USL League One this year. They've got some size. They've got some veteran presence as well. And this is a good ball through. Opportunity for Benitez to get through, and clearing it away is Master Chantonio.
Final touch coming off Benitez. You saw that's what Lee Desmond brings as well. He's really good with the ball at his feet. He can find those passes and create things from the back.
Our players to watch is brought to you by Western Health Advantage. Or if we talked about Roro, and all that he has done here, the initial signing for the Republic in 2014, leading them to the title that same year in the playoff MVP. As Jared Timmer is going to have to track back and send this one as Alaribe is putting some pressure on Mazzola. Right to Roro on a dime. Beautifully done by Jared.
And by Roro as well. You see so many times there, people just try and flick that on. They don't know where it's going to go, but they're just going to flick it on. But the awareness from him just to knock it down, and his team do have possession of the ball from that. Such a savvy player.
Dunes on that left side. Colombian trying to find space. He'll try to connect up top with Blancas and Alaribe. And there is the whistle. A reminder, before you start any digging project, contact 811 free service, allowing utility companies to mark their underground lines before you dig. Whether it's a big or small project, always call 811. Russell Cicerone, 2 goals, 2 assists so far in the USL Championship play. Republic coming off a 2-2 draw with Phoenix. They went up 2-0 in that game. Dominic Vonner scoring his first goal in a Republic uniform. But unfortunately, it was the home side to come back and squeak out a draw. And you look statistically, and this is a Republic team that leading the league in shots. Leading the league in expected goals. But unfortunately, City with just 6 points on the year.
Actual goals are better than expected goals, and it's good. And you think with a little bit of time and a little bit more chemistry between the players that will even itself up. It's early enough in the season, as we know. You don't win any championships in the first 5-6 games, but There's definitely been some promising signs there and some disappointment.
And even the head coach for AB Alta telling us earlier this week, watching film, you just felt like Republic's gotten a little bit unlucky. They've had some bad breaks, and you can use it as excuses, but it also might be a really good lesson for Sacramento that they've got to stay hungry for this entire season. Here's Cicerone quickly, and Cicerone trying to make a move, and the whistle will come in quickly on Kalen. Excuse me, that was Macedonia returning Cicerone there.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing. Russell Cicerone, he glanced over his shoulder and he saw Master Antonio was coming in hard, and just, hey, if I just touch it around him, I'm going to get fouled, but the team will keep the ball.
Pelivanov sending that one back to Aviles. Or Aviles, excuse me. Herrera would have been offside. It'll trickle in. This gives us a chance to step aside and hear from our sponsor, the California Office of Traffic Safety.
So you're out for a drink. Before that drink turns to drinks, make a plan to get home safe. Just call a friend, a cab, and get a ride share. Whatever you do, don't let drunk drive. Go safely, California.
Cicerone and company threatening, able to get free. Robledo will play it out. Blancas from just about an hour away in Napa. Goal and assist to former LA Galaxy Academy player. Game is settled a bit, but right off the bat, this AB Alta side looked to get one in on goal. That will be shown flag there for offside against Uribe. Republic, 2 wins, 2 draws here at Heart Health Park in all competitions. Dominic Vonner on this right side. He's been playing the left side for the first 2 months of this season. What does this mean for him? And a little bit out of position to say, more dominant with that left side, but he did score with his right foot, so he doesn't have an opportunity to go either way.
Scored a beautiful goal with his right foot last time out, but love the hustle from Russell Cicerone. It's about connecting with others, and he does that.
Give and go, back to Vonner on the right side. Vonner looked to swing it. Benitez tried to sneak it in that upper near corner.
Somewhat similar to Phoenix. We saw the right wing back, this time Dominic Vonner, crossing it in to the far post. And it's Michel Benitez who gets behind it. He actually catches it really, really well, just underneath that ball, and it flies over the bar. I think that's what Dominic Vonner can bring. That's 2 good deliveries with his right foot. He's not afraid to use it. We'll get another chance here.
Republic moving forward. Roro just outside the penalty area. AB Alta does nice.
These are the moments for Sacramento. They've got to be patient with it. Can they get out the other side now, Blake Willie? If you can, you've got Michel Benitez is wide open. You take too long on one side, there's a lot of bodies there. Now Pirano's going to find Desmond, and it's going to make its way out there.
Benitez, quick tap, trying to find Russ. And AB Alta will look up the pitch, and Timmer will head it backwards to Jared Mazzola. Here in Adam, New York. 2 seasons with USL League One Greenville Triumph before coming to Sacramento last year. He was 2nd in saves in League One 2 seasons ago. Now AV Alta will apply some pressure. Roro's got to get to it. Alaribe able to clean it up. Blanca's waiting on the right side. Republic converging.
See how tight, condensed Sacramento Republic are straight away. Everyone's closing in on the ball, just not allowing much time and space centrally for AV Alta.
Pelivanov floating forward. Kleeman's going to let Timmer get to it. Desmond. And now Russell and company, can they break? Baharo was there. The USL and the CBS Network kickoff. Northern California rivals Oakland Roots, Sacramento Republic, May 4th, 4 o'clock on CBS Sports Network. Pelivanov is not able to get there. He's played center back for this team. He's in the right back position tonight. And Alta falling to Spokane velocity. And Blanca was able to score that, but falling 2-1 their last outing. So both these teams trying to rebound from what they deem as disappointing results. Antonio. He had a header of the Orange County game, so someone to keep an eye on during set pieces is number 4. The Italian coming up big and giving Alta and a chance to move on. They'll take on FC Dallas, and what a week they've got coming up here. The next two, they've got Sacramento tonight, and then they'll take on Vegas on the road in Nevada, and then they'll host one. It'll be Naples, and then it will be on the road to MLS side FC Dallas. But what an opportunity. Pirano slipping through. Pirano has it broken up from behind. Sebastian Cruz, shifty as ever. And now Timmer and Alaribe. Excuse me, that's Freddie Kleeman.
You see the threat, though, when AV Alta, when they're trying to get Alaribe exposed one-on-one at the back and look to play those balls quickly, catch Sacramento out, and good piece of defending by Freddie Kleeman there. You've got to be alert. Even though your team has the ball, defensively, you're just ready.
And plays it inside, waiting for it is Rodrigo Lopez Cicerone on the left side. Sebastian Herrera running with him as well. Blake Willie. Republic taking their time here. Lily's got a little bit of room though. Sebastian Cruz tracking him down, and Cruz is able to find it, and a whistle against Blake Willie in Sacramento.
Good play by Blake Willie driving forward, but it looked like he just had a chance to drive that ball into the box. He took an extra touch, and good recovery by Cruz.
Join the Republic and become a season ticket member today. Enjoy exclusive benefits. Be part of the excitement all season long. Head over to SacRepublicFC.com. Place your membership today. The Republic going to make another run in their 12th season in Sacramento. They've had some cup magic before. This is group play of the Jägermeister Cup. AV Alta of USL League One. Republic will play 3 more in group play. As you talked about, Adam, it is crucial to get off to a hot start, and both these teams and across the league on this evening are going to be going all 90. We've already had a couple of upsets.
Collins a little fired up. You see some challenges flying in. It's been a pretty even opening 20 minutes to this one. AV Alta, I think, will be happy with the way they've played so far. They had that initial opportunity, the pressure from Herrera, and that initial cross into the box 10 seconds into the game. nothing too threatening for either side after that. Michel Benitez had a shot at the back post.
We've seen Herrera make life difficult as he was able to set up a goal here at home. Drawing out a goalkeeper in Pirano from about midfield, was able to put it away. It's Lou City. One thing I'm going to ask you here is, obviously AV Alta, you can see already they've got quality talent. Are they used to playing at this kind of pace and physicality sort of matched together in a match? And will that be a determining factor as we go on for the rest of the way?
I think they're up for anything at this moment, right? They're a new team, a new club, a whole bunch of players put together, but I think that we've seen it from their Open Cup victories and a few games in the league. Like they're not afraid of anyone. So yes, there's a little change in the league here. You know, they're a higher level team, but you can see they're very, very organized, disciplined. They're willing to fight and battle. And here's that distribution from Jared Mazzola. Almost made its way through to Sebastian Herrera.
Well, they've got support too. The 661 coming out to the long bus ride up I-5 and cheering on their team here. What a start it has been for this club. It was really with 2 years that they were able to go from idea to essentially putting a product on the pitch. I mean, you have the owner here driving by, John Smeltzer, driving by the minor league baseball stadium, go, soccer might work here. And from that point, got the city involved. They switched it over to a soccer-specific stadium. And the rest is history, Adam. And what a club. And you can just see the love and the attention from that community. They're all in on AV Alta.
Yeah, and the fans are here as well. They've made the drive up the 99 would be most of the way. Maybe they think they go for the 5. I don't know. All those semis on there.
Either way, I mean, you talk about the cross in AV Alta, and you say, well, what's an Alta? Well, it kind of goes back to California's history and Alta, California, and the altitude, and they've got a lot of ties with the desert and, of course, aviation and Edwards Air Force Base nearby, and they're building something special, really reminiscent of what happened here in Sacramento back in 2013. And here they are 12 years later trying to make their own mark. Meanwhile, Dominic Bonner making his own mark, trying to slide this one through to Cicerone. Herrera on the back post run as well. And broken up by AV Alta. And we have our first corner kick of the evening, brought to you by Atlas Disposal.
He's been dangerous on that side.
We apologize for some of the technical difficulties we are experiencing, but looks like we are back with you. Rodrigo Lopez with a great opportunity from a set piece. Sacramento starting to threaten, but we've seen AV Alta answer right back with their own little bit of a charge here, Adam. It's going to be an open match. We're 30 minutes into this thing, and well, no real threat from either side. We've had some looks and some opportunities.
We just saw the play there by Sacramento. It looked a little bit dicey at the back, but what they're trying to do is just attract those players for AV Alta. Then you should have numbers forward, but you got to take care of the ball a little bit better. Those passes going out of play. You can't really capitalize on what you're trying to create when you're not connecting those passes.
Will be a throw for Sacramento. Mike Levin is having a conversation. Blake Willie being active. He's able to poke this one forward and run. Roro. Bonner calmly, collectly at the corner. Left foot inside, looking for Cicerone. Saved away. AV Alta with a big-time denial on Russell Cicerone. It looked like we had our first goal here, Adam, and it just got taken away.
Yeah, fantastic save by Avilés. And it was once again, it was Dominic Vanner who puts the cross in. Cicerone rises the highest, and in the end, a comfortable enough save for the goalkeeper. But you love the run by Russell Cicerone. He knows Vanner's going to bring it back onto his left foot. He gets the timing right. Just can't get enough on it to beat the goalkeeper, but he might get another chance here, and Herrera can get it under his spell. And off go AV Alta.
Stones floating. Kleeman. Roro just sneaking it through, and here comes Sacramento again. Bonner along that right wing. Republic have got an opportunity to break. Pirano. AV Alta again able to break up a critical final piece to that attack for Sacramento. Roro now with room to operate. One of the most dangerous men in the entire USL Championship. Benitez finding Cicerone. 3 white jerseys in the neighborhood. And Blancas will find himself in his own corner.
Good pressure by Blake Willie, though. He forces them to kick it out. You just keep the ball. You're in the attacking half. And that's what you want to be able to do if you're Sacramento. And that's not what you want to do if you're Christian Pirano. And he's going to probably get himself a yellow card for kicking the ball away as well. And the referee might just have a little word with him. But you can see the frustration. But you want to keep that pressure going. You can't do it if you're giving away through touches and free kicks.
Elk Grove Charter School, they believe nobody succeeds alone. Come see what a flexible education can do for your student. Avilés plays it out to the right. Misstruck here. This will be easy enough for Sacramento. Neil Collins said coming into this game that it's going to be a real challenge. We've got to combat their energy. We've got to make sure we're as motivated as they are. And he felt like during training this week, his guys have come out. They are not taking this game lightly, as they know what it can be to be on the other end. Roro Company going to play advantage, and they'll whistle it back.
Well done, referee. He saw that Roro did get control of it, but it was kind of away from him.
Referee, didn't he get to bench? Sorry about this. Servando Berna.
Why always late on?
A little late. Sorry. Here's Roro again.
You see Roro's got 2 hands up. So typically this means there's maybe something they've rehearsed. Where he's got the 2 hands up. So players know somewhat of a set piece.
Looking for Kleeman, headed back towards the box. A bit behind.
Can't rehearse too much of this game just because it's so unpredictable. It's a free kick to AV Alta here. Freddie Kleeman judged to have climbed over the back of the defender. But with set pieces, you can. Corner kicks, free kicks, you can somewhat. You still don't know if it's going to come off, but unpredictability of the game is what makes it so good. That set piece didn't quite come off for Sacramento.
Applying some pressure. He may have to get back. Bonner is able to keep this in play for Sacramento. Cicerone, quick tap. It's Herrera. Herrera staying on his feet, but the flag is up. Offside. Just by about a half step.
That was a lovely flick by Russell Cicerone.
Crystal Creamery building strong bones and bodies of the freshest dairy from the Central Valley since 1901, taking pride in delivering dairy you can trust. Grab a glass. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh. Trying to play along this right side, aren't they? Just trying to spring Alaribe. Stocky Nigerian strikers. He's going to match the physical widths of that back three, and already Freddie Kleeman's been in some aerial battles with number 8. Meanwhile, Cicerone and Herrera, they can almost taste it. They feel like it's right there for them, and they're going to see if they can apply some pressure. Perrine a little bit late arriving. And Alta maybe just gave it away. Cruz able to cut it off. Lay plays it forward. Benitez directing Cicerone. He's got Willie in the circle. Roro just outside of it, outstretched. Vonner to his right. He'll take a moment to think about it. Vonner will then collect. Vonner back. Vonner with the cross. It's broken up, but still an opportunity. Sacramento, Aviles. Aviles with a very, very incredible athletic effort. His body's getting pushed around, and Cicerone felt like he got maybe spun around.
And the refs gave a free kick against him, but to be honest, and hopefully the goalkeeper is okay. That's you saw it was just the shirt getting grabbed.
As Avila is going to be a bit slow. They already had an injury to Denzel Smith last week, who'd maybe taken over the starting position after his brilliant performance against Orange County.
It is scary though, anytime you see a goalkeeper go up in the air and get undercut, like anyone going up for a header even and kind of getting undercut, because you just slam right into that ground, and hopefully he is okay. Definitely a scary one.
Injury stoppage brought to you by Restore Hyper Wellness. Do more of what you love. Receive a free cryotherapy session. Use promo code SRF Cryo when booking. Offer is good for Sacramento regional locations only. As Aviles is still on the turf, and it took a bit of a tumble. Russell Cicerone pleading with the referee, Servando Berna. I feel like he was dragged down by the collar, and he has a case. It's going to be a tough one to call either way.
He definitely has a case, Russell Cicerone. There was no doubt about his jersey was getting. I don't think he fouled him, but the game should have been stopped. Regardless, the goalkeeper had the ball in his hands and he was on the ground.
We'll talk more about this USL Cup. Again, 6 group winners, 2 wild cards will advance to the quarterfinals, and it's single elimination from that point on. Quarterfinals will begin August 20th. So they're going to play 4 of these games, and then will all the way lead up to July 26th. Sacramento will host Las Vegas May 31st, take on Orange County down in Southern California, and then take on Spokane July 26th to round it out. Alta is going to have a very busy schedule as well. They're going to take all on USL Championship teams. They've got Vegas on Wednesday, and the Roots on the 31st of May, and then Monterey Bay on July 26th. And Monterey Bay, maybe the surprise of the USL Championship here in 2025, right at the top of the standings. in the West. Rower's had a lot of space in the midfield today so far. Through ball perfectly to Benitez. Benitez cutting it back. Cicerone. Cicerone looking for a teammate. He's going to find Roro. And Lopez. Another great scoring look for Sacramento. Benitez back forward again. Benitez looking for Herrera. Herrera with another heading opportunity. And a couple of Republic players down as Pirano may have collided with his teammate there, Sebastian Herrera.
Dangerous ball put in by Michel Benitez. He knows how good Sebastian Herrera is in the air. And just with these ones, it is a little bit tricky when you don't get too much of a run up. And I saw the contact with the defender, Master Antonio, and went out for a goal kick. But no, that's the threat. You give him good service. We've seen that recently. And he's a fantastic player using his head in the box. Yeah, 5 minutes left in this half, and if you're AV Alta, you're well in this game. Again, haven't threatened too much, but you see that there could be some danger on the counter attack. Maybe up top getting a little bit tired. Alaribe, it's a tough task for him. Just him by himself, and he's with Freddie Kleeman, Jared Timmer, Lee Desmond. See how long he lasts physically.
Sacramento really moving the ball well tonight as well, and with Rodrigo Lopez, a little bit of freedom to drop back. He's able to create space. He's got Vonner involved in several attacks moving forward along that right side.
You've seen most opportunities for Sacramento have come from the wide areas. That's one area, maybe centrally, the connecting, Christian Pirano getting on the ball. Can they be a little bit more dangerous going through the middle? Because if you do go through the middle, you're a little bit closer to that goal when you get through there.
Let's hear from our friends at Ashton and Price.
Call Ashton or Price. We'll introduce you to the best medical care and fight for the best outcome. There's no fee until we win, and we win a lot. For the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
Bit of deja vu again. Vonner dancing with it. Vonner trying to turn the corner. Vonner's able to get to the end line. And that will be a corner kick for Sacramento. Well defended by Pirano. Miguel Pajaro and Master Antonio along that back line. They've been tasked with trying to slow down Cicerone and Herrera, each with 2 goals in the USL Championship season. It'll be Rodrigo Lopez on an Atlas disposal. Corner kick for Sacramento here before the end of the first half. Can Sacramento find one to get into the locker room with?
Mixing it up a little bit here, or maybe not. Roro is going to whip this in, and probably going to look for Freddie Kleeman.
Cicerone battling as well. He'll come near post. It's going to be Cicerone back heel. It's still just beyond the 6, and out of play it goes. It's sent away by AV Alta, and we'll do it again. Opportunity, Cicerone. Here's Vonner. Pirano is going to let it through to Roro. Roro whips it right in, and maybe going for goal.
Republic FC 1.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. Stay 2 nights, get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Whoa, termites can eat a pound of wood a day. 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 What's wrong, Daddy? Daddy? You okay?
Keep termites out of your home and your head with our premium guarantee that covers up to $250,000 in new termite damage. Before panic shows up, Terminix it.
3 ice-cold Jägermeister shots, please. Those look warm.
Serve it cold or don't serve it at all. Jägermeister. Damn, that's cold.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Jiffy Lube. Get in, get out, and get back on the road in 15 minutes or less. UC Davis Health, believe in better. And Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Well, it's halftime here at Heart Health Park. Sebastian Herrera putting Sacramento on the board. And as we know, it is quite an evening here. The Jägermeister Cup is 45 minutes in the books from Sacramento. Opening weekend of the USL Cup play, and every club is looking to score a first-round win. Here's a premiere of what teams and fans can expect for this tournament.
This year, the Jägermeister Cup will feature all 24 clubs from the USL Championship and all 14 clubs from USL League One. The 38 teams are placed in 6 groups divided by region. 4 groups will have 6 teams, 2 groups will have 7 teams. Each club will play 4 matches in group play, 2 at home and 2 away. At the conclusion of the group phase, the 6 group winners and 2 wildcard teams will enter the knockout stage. To set the quarterfinals, the wildcards are locked into slots as away teams. Group winners are drawn for spots 1 through 6, then drawn to fill the matchups from match 1 all the way to match 4. In this stage, wildcard teams cannot play against the winner from their respective groups. In the semifinals, the 4 remaining teams will be drawn randomly And the last two teams standing will be drawn to determine the host for the Jägermeister Cup final.
And you're going to see teams going for it. 1-0 here at the break. Sacramento with a Sebastian Herrera goal has their Sacramento Republic on top.
At Sky River Casino, experience the height of hospitality. With 18 restaurants and bars, there's something for everyone. It's taste on a whole new level. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com. At Sky River Casino, join today for a chance to receive up to $2,500 in free play. Take your loyalty to new heights with rewards that add up and up. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
Listen up. Why do you do it? You ignore the signs and the flashing lights.
Don't you see the work zone?
Seriously? Caltrans is working right there.
Right next to your speeding car.
My mom is out there.
That's my dad's truck.
That's my papa behind those cones.
So slow down.
Watch out for them.
And be alert.
How would you feel if that was your dad? Be alert.
Be work zone alert.
Our first goal is we want kids to come out here and have fun. Yes, there you go. They're also going to grow, they're going to develop, and they're going to get a good taste of Sac Republic. Lots of learning and lots of fun to be had.
The Republic. Some call us the best kept secret in town. Well, that's about to change.
This week on USL All Access, we spoke to Switchbacks captain Matt Mahoney.
How the slow start is going to be the fast turnaround for the 2024 title holders. How about Open Cup glory once again for USL Championship teams, the dominating factor in round 3. And last but not least, our final remaining team without a win, Hartford Athletic, finally grabbed 3 points and get themselves into the race in the Eastern Conference.
You don't want to miss it, SiriusXM FC and the USL YouTube page.
Halftime is brought to you by Modelo Brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Sacramento with a goal advantage over AV Alta as we are at the halfway mark. Let's go around the USL Championship. News and notes, US Open Cup round of 32.
¿Cómo se crea una comunidad con actitud ganadora? Manteniéndonos activos, trabajando y jugando juntos, fortaleciendo nuestros cuerpos, huesos y músculos con alimentos sanos, frescos y regionales. Crystal Creamery orgullosamente patrocina a atletas y equipos deportivos en el Valle Central de California. Porque cuando nutres a una comunidad, la comunidad prospera. Crystal Creamery. Simple, local, fresh.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
At Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines, and our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
Jägermeister is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the USL Jägermeister Cup. Take a shot at glory and celebrate the magic of this exciting tournament all season long. Please drink responsibly. And Servando Berna gets us going here in the second half of play. One change for Sacramento. Ryan Spalding replaces Lee Desmond, which means Michelle Benitez will move back into that left center back position. And the goal scorer, Sebastian Herrera, is causing all kinds of fits for Pajaro and company. But AV Alta, they know what's at stake, and it is all about how do you find a way to put it in the back of the net, because goals are a premium, and goals are which is going to get you into the next round.
And this game might open up a little bit more in the second half as AV Alta will look to try and get back in this game. They don't want to leave Sacramento with nothing, but when they do that, that's when, if you're Sacramento, you can go and punish. But they haven't been able to do that this year, Republic. They haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities. Tonight may be that time.
Spalding first touch, low ball, looking for Cicerone, takes a bit of a heavy touch. He won't be able to redirect it. Find it back to Spalding.
And Lee Desmond coming out, he's not injured, he came back from injury, and that's just precaution. A lot of the time when these guys came back, they're given a time limit, and for him, it looks like it was 45 minutes tonight. No re-injury of anything. He looked really, really good out there. Great having him back. Foul called on Pirano. But it gives Ryan Spalding a chance to get on the field and show what he's capable of down that left-hand side.
And Spalding dealt with a little bit of a leg injury earlier in the season. Out in week one, Dominic Bonner came in for him, and Bonner has been brilliant. Spalding playing for Neil Collins in Tampa Bay, and the right back has been nothing but quality, great personality, and now trying to see how he can put his mark on this 2025 season for Sacramento. The whistle goes against AB Alta. First half, your thoughts? Start with Sacramento. What went right for the Old Glory Red?
The way the half finished, I think Sacramento did create a lot of opportunities, a lot coming from that right-hand side, Dominic Vanner, and then finally the goal came from Jared Timmer. Bend it like Timmer. And just another wonderful delivery, and you know, when you put enough good balls in the box, Sebastian Herrera will find one, and finished it with style with a diving header.
4 straight games. Sebastian Herrera has found the back of the net, and I believe all of them headers.
3. Last week was with his feet, you know, getting that ball that was played across by Russell Cicerone, the shot. But the others 3 headers coming from the right hand side.
That's what he was praised for, what he could bring to this team when he was brought into Sacramento, and he is now proving his worth in the delivery. Here's Willie. Willie's going to find Russ. Cicerone, a little hesitation. Spalding making a run. A diving stays. Aviles. And Carlos Aviles coming up with a big-time denial. He's had 2 saves tonight, and this is quickly Alaribe the other way. Kleeman with a tackle down low, pokes it free. Boy, has he been brilliant so far this year, hasn't he?
It's a great piece of defending. If you missed that, it was straight up the field from AV Alta. Sacramento had the chance on one end. Goalkeeper, brilliant. The ability to stop it and then keep it in his grasp and then go forward. Freddie Kleeman made a fantastic challenge to stop the danger.
One of the big bodies in the back. Tasked with slowing down some of the best scorers in the Western Conference of the USL Championship. Roro finding Herrera, holding well. Unfortunately gave it right back as Herrera is holding the left side of his head as he came into collision with Pajaro, believe. That's the one thing about Herrera. I mean, he is one that initiates a lot of contact, and he's had some injury issues, but so far this year he's been fit, he's been healthy. I know it's been a big point of effort for this training staff, for the coaching staff, is really thinking about how does Herrera use his body, how do we keep him in shape, and how do we keep him basically healthy for 34 plus games.
Keep him on the field, keep him going, because as a player you want to get that consistency. Once you keep getting those minutes, you get your form, and then he's in probably the best form we've ever seen of him in Sacramento, and that's based on the fact that he's staying healthy. And we know what he can contribute. We've seen it here and there, but if he's able to stay healthy all year long, what a fantastic asset that he is to this club.
Morano shifting his way, takes a bit of contact, and the whistle will come in, and Toronto is going to try to work his boot back in. Well, the USL Championship on CBS and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day. CBS Golazo Network, ESPN Plus, USLChampionship.com for complete TV listings. Spalding, he's got daylight in front of him. He's going to switch the field. Pirano waiting for it. Beautifully done. Vonner angling in. Vonner cuts it back in. Denied and sent away by Walmer Martinez, the El Salvadorian veteran.
And that's just one of the hard things about having a left footer on the right-hand side. If it's on the right, he's shooting that no problem. But not the case with Dominic Banner. Just not feeling as confident on that other foot. If it's on his left side, he is for sure taking a crack at goal and maybe scoring from there.
Rodrigo Lopez in the Atlas Disposal corner kick has the crowd stomping his feet, driven low. Russell Cicerone tried to redirect that. He'll flip it right back to the middle. Republic pleading for handball, won't get it. Here's Kleeman still in the mix. Cicerone's cut down. And Russ is holding his ankle. Neil Collins is irate on the sideline here. And Neil can't believe it.
Yeah, that's, I think the referee said he got ball. I think he got the ball at Russell Cicerone's foot. That's all he got here. He did get the ball. He did. When you get another look at that, the left leg just gets the ball, then makes a heavy contact with Cicerone on the follow through, but he definitely gets the ball. It was Pajaro, and he did get the ball there. He got a lot of Russell Cicerone on the follow through, but
Cicerone dealt with an ankle injury a year ago and came into this season charged and wanted to give it a go. He just said he never felt fully right in 2024 after the injury. And so he came in determined come out of the gate, and he has scored 2 goals in his first 2 games. And now the referee is going to have to probably settle things down with Sebastian Herrera into the face of Miguel Pajaro. Carlos Avila is trying to calm things down. Rodrigo Lopez has a few words.
It is so hard. I mean, it's such a hard job being a referee, and obviously in real time that looked for sure like a penalty kick. It looked like it was, and you could maybe argue that the follow through was reckless, but he definitely got the ball, did Pajaro, and he had to get the ball, because if he doesn't, Russell Cicerone's he's making it 2-0.
And I think more importantly here, forget the penalty kick, whether it should be awarded or not. You just hope Russell Cicerone is going to be okay. He was out there giving him a look and one more glance at it. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
there was another angle. There was definitely another angle where you saw the contact on the ball. It was just enough. I don't know if the referee saw that for sure, but he was confident that he got the ball. The other angle definitely showed it a little bit better. As we see Pajaro, you see that left foot gets it.
Yeah. Good call. Brutal for Sacramento here. You would suspect it would be Lewis Jamison if Russ is not going to continue here, but Russell Cicerone, you pretty much have to drag him off the pitch. And Neil Collins is kind of getting his team. Let's go fired up. And one of the things you talk about results, Adam, over the first 2 months in Republic, feeling a little dejected in a sense of not getting those. But he said we've sat in review and we said, look, 85-90% stuff, guys, that we're doing has been really good. And he said we're just having these little things we've got to fix. And he's kept it positive, which I think it would be sort of easy to feel sorry for yourself, to say we've got to do this, we've got to do that, really hounding it. But it's really kept the energy up, and you can tell just a display tonight. There's no really hangover from the last 2 months and the way the results have gone.
Yeah, it's disappointing. I've been there as a player. You feel like you're doing the right things, and it's just there's maybe just 1 or 2 little areas that are letting you down. And I think staying positive, especially this early in the season, is vital. And Neil Collins has the experience as a player. He has the experience as a coach. So I think the club's in good hands when it comes to those kind of situations. And we have seen some really, really bright stuff, and then some disappointing stuff at the same time. But
no whistle. Des Dunes floating. Timmer is able to find Willie. And Herrera is going to feel the contact, try to draw the foul, and he'll get it. That was just a smart play by the veteran. And to me, the bright spot is not only the expected goals, it's the number of passes that they're getting the opponents. It's leading the USL Championship in shots. That means you're getting opportunities. If they're at the bottom of shots and expected goals, I think you have a much bigger problem on your hand if you're Sacramento.
Yeah, and sometimes, you can get false, things. You could be winning games, but you're not really creating as many opportunities, and you're maybe just getting a little bit more fortune than you're actually play. But for Sacramento, they're maybe just underachieving. Their conversion rate's lower than it probably will be by the end of the season. So I hope those things kind of correct themselves.
And on the converse side here for AV Alta, they're 12th in USL 1 in shots taken, but they're number 1 in conversion rate at 23%. So when they've had opportunities, they're making it count. So you could almost say on their side, we've got to get more shots, because if we do, we'll be scoring a lot more goals. Rodrigo Lopez taken away quickly by Sebastian Cruz. Cruz angling in. Alaribe looking for an opportunity. Just skirted away. Jared Mazzola may have come up with the denial there, but Alaribe nearly leveling this thing for AV Alta.
And I don't know if he knew too much about it, Jared Mazzola. Got through his hands, and I think someone has to pressure the ball a little bit quicker. Don't allow a free shot at the top of the box. And Jared Mazzola thankful that one actually just sneaks by his post, gets the right hand on it. And those are so tricky for a goalkeeper. It bounces right in front of him.
Corner kick for Alta. Back post, driven well. Rodrigo Lopez, it's Spalding in space. Spalding cutting through. Spalding tripped up, and the first booking of the night will come in the 59th minute. Osvaldo Ley, defensive midfielder.
And he had to do it, but that's a little warning sign for the Republic. It is only 1-0 at the moment, and they were not far away from tying this game up, AV Alta.
And right back, and Dominic Vonner with a few things to say, and a booking on, is it Pirano or Vonner there? Kind of a loose yellow thrown.
I think it was Christian Pirano kicking the ball away.
Well, after the contact with with Russell Cicerone, there has been a little bit of an uptick in energy and physicality in this match here.
AV Alta, we mentioned it at this tournament. You get 4 games, and they're not knockout, obviously, but you don't want to lose any. You lose one, you might be in some serious bother of trouble of progressing to the next round.
Ley looking to find Desdunes. Desdunes dragging it forward. Will cut back to his right. Pirano, good defensive effort.
And these are the situations where Sacramento this year, they've looked a bit fragile with a lead late in the game, and so they got to make sure that they can hold out here. No better way to do that than get yourself another goal.
And Kleeman just goes to ground, smartly able to draw a foul. Sebastian Herrera, the lone goal just before the half here in Sacramento. His 4th in 4 games.
And 2 of those coming from the boot of Jared Timmer. Wonderful deliveries from that right-hand side. Even though he's playing that right centre-back role, he does love to come and support in the attack.
Sebastian Cruz has been very good for this AV Alta side. He's shifty, he's quick, he's showing a bit of pace here. Playing to the left side. Is AV Alta trying to create something? Desdunes much more active here in this second half of play. Sebastian right back to him. Cruz just a youngster right out of college. Played MLS Next Pro with Sporting KC2. And now in the high desert with AV Alta. Nice pick. Roro, Cicerone. Ross, he's being tracked from behind. Robledo unable to get him, but it's Vonner in stride. I think Vonner was in between minds. And everybody flying forward there at him.
A lot of options. And maybe didn't pick the right one, and Sacramento's getting some action on the bench. Could be seeing a substitution here, and I think that might be something that's needed in the center of the park. Could be Rodrigo Lopez, just substantial minutes, getting his way back, fit and healthy.
And 2 changes for AV Alta coming as well. Desdunes waiting, Desdunes chesting it down, Pirano quick step. Desdunes very active. He is trying to go get this game right now. Cicerone heading it to Herrera. Herrera beautifully done in space. Herrera trying to communicate with his fellow attack midfielder here, and Christian Pirano. And you're right, Rodrigo Lopez is still working his way up to a full 90. Spalding came in at the break. Spalding making a move toward the end line. And just couldn't get something on it. And that will bring us to a couple of substitutions here. And first it will be Luis Felipe, who's been dealing with a bit of an injury. He is back and he will replace Rodrigo Lopez.
Maybe Alta getting their subs in as well.
Substitutions in the 64 bench.
AV Alta. Aiden Almac.
Number 16, Eric Gonzalez. Number 5, Amadou Lasane. For the Republic, leading the match, number 8, Rodrigo Lopez.
And Roro coming out of this one.
He's replaced by number 96,
And Luis Felipe did come in for him. Good shift from Roro. Really, really good to see him back on the field, and what is just his presence and his ability to control the game. And you'd love to get to a point where he's able to do that for the whole 90 minutes.
For Sacramento, how are they operating now without Rodrigo Lopez in this game? And this is a very different look with Luis Felipe, and they're a little more defensive-minded, but can get up in the attack and score. But not quite the distributor that you see with Rodrigo Lopez.
And that's one thing you're going to miss, managing a game. Roro is able to look at these passes. AV Alta is looking to tie this one up here.
Hey, Alta, Des Dunes got Timmer in front of him. He'll peel back right, trying to get to his left, and Pirano will push him back. Martinez with a bit of a play call, trying to find Alaribe, and it will find its way back to Sacramento and Jared Mazzola. With this, we'll step aside and hear from Smud.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands are taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're changing the world. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
Malasan, Almac in for this AV Alta side. Over the top, Alaribe, he's got a step, he's coming back, broken up by Benitez, but is still at the feet. AV Alta looking to clean it up, Des Dunes is denied. What an effort from the boys from the high desert, but it's Sacramento is able to track back and break it up. Michel Benitez coming up huge.
He did it in the first half, just getting a recovery, and here we go. You think it's going to be tied up, and what a challenge. Has to get it right, does get it right, Michel Benitez. And then on the follow-up, enough bodies in the way. But the threat is still there. There's plenty of time left in this game.
Herrera setting back up is Martinez, former Monterey Bay midfielder. This one's chipped in. And the flag is up. Choosing the right health plan for you and your family is simple with Western Health Advantage. Check out their affordable plans. They've been keeping the community strong for more than 25 years. Go online to westernhealth.com. Timmer with an assist. And the go-ahead goal so far, but Pirano surging forward. Peeling is Herrera. Left side, Spalding. Spalding! Denied! Left side. Going for it, Ryan Spalding, and Aviles with a big-time save.
Sacramento Republic FC substitutions in the 71st minute. Leading the match with a goal scored, number 9, Sebastian Herrera. He's replaced by number 7, Trevor Ammon.
Apologize for the technical difficulties here. Trevor Ammon making his entry into this game for Sebastian Herrera, who scored just before the whistle came in at the 45-minute mark. And that is where we stand in Sacramento between USL League One, AV Alta, and USL Championship member Republic. Dominic Vonner and Cicerone almost connecting on the second goal. Cicerone staying on his feet, broken up. Cicerone's taking a couple of hits tonight, Adam.
Well, not holding back in the physical play. It is a competition, and you got to get used to it. So good to see Trevor Ammon in the game. Speaking to Neil Collins this week about Trevor, and he's telling us he's putting the work in. We know he's capable of scoring goals, and he hasn't seen as many minutes as he would have liked. Spalding gets there first on this one.
Pirano shuffling his feet. Pirano just going for it. Didn't have numbers and probably be a bit lucky as that one is maybe off the arm of Destunes.
It is. It's going to be a free kick. And just speaking of Sebastian Herrera has just been in really good form. Lewis Jameson came in, did well, and as a player, you get Trevor Ammon. He scored a lot of goals for this club last year. Now he gets his opportunity. Can you capitalize on it? It's all about being ready when that moment comes. Can you capitalize on it? Put the ball in the back of the net. If you're Trevor Ammon, that's your job. And
played in 34 matches for Sacramento, 9 goals, 2 assists. That was coming off a 26-goal campaign in USL League One. Here's Dominic Vonner, signed out of Germany. The left-footed floater, back post. Here's an opportunity. Sacramento off the top bar. The put away follow is not there. Denied as Felipe can't get it through. And now here comes AV Alta on the run. Destunes playing it forward. Another again effort coming from Michel Benitez. Very unlucky for Sacramento not to convert there, and AV Alta right back the other way. Alassane comes out of the West African country, Benin, and into this game now to make an impact. And a little bit of an off arm will find Almac in a bit of trouble in a conversation. Look, I don't think we get a replay of that opportunity for Sacramento happen, but very close from getting another goal.
Yeah, Freddie Kleeman really should be scoring it. I think he's just maybe a little surprised as Jared Timmer was the one that puts it back across the face of goal, and it finds its way to Freddie Kleeman, and he had the whole of the goal to hit, and unfortunately for him, he just gets underneath it, hits the crossbar, and it's still 1-0.
He puts a knee to that. I think it's 2-0, Adam. That's quite close, but that's...
And it comes to you so quick, and, it is really hard, in hindsight. It's like, oh, you should have made, or maybe diving header. You're a big guy, but you're not really expecting it. You should be expecting it because you're up there and the ball could come to you. But he'll be disappointed he didn't find the back of the net. And Ryan Spalding looks to be okay. Getting a little stiff arm to the face. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
So far tonight, 11 shots for Sacramento compared to 6 for AV Alta.
But again, it's only 1-0, and that's the part. It's kind of been Sacramento's season so far. They've had the shots, creating opportunities, not putting them away. But can they keep a clean sheet? Where one goal will make a big difference. That is the question in this final 15+ minutes.
Can Trevor Ammon have an impact on this game? Meanwhile, AV Alta flying. And remember, this is an opportunity as the game is a draw at the end of it. Each team will get a point, and then whoever wins the penalty kicks will get another point. So there is all kind of incentive to just go for it. And for Sacramento, they'd love to find one more and try to put this thing away. I mean, how many of the games earlier tonight went into penalty kicks. You saw Miami come back against Tampa Bay, Knoxville. The job is not done for Sacramento yet. Good step, Alaribe spinning him around is Michel Benitez. And Jared Mazzola is able to go to ground and gobble it up, but Alaribe has been a threat all night at him, and almost did he find the game-tying goal for AV Alta. One more step, and Michel Benitez is able to turn him away.
Yeah, he's had a good night, Alaribe. Disappointed he hasn't maybe had enough chances. He's broken through a couple times. Michel Benitez has denied him with some really good defending.
Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy of the Big League, Select every step of the way. Aggressive tackle from Trevor Ammon. And he comes up worse for wear on that. He took something to the chin on his way in. That's why you don't find most strikers going in on tackles.
I love to see it though. Good effort by Trevor Ammon. Took one to the face.
Trevor Ammon, big body, makes great runs. He scored a brace in his debut with Sacramento at the start of the 2024 season. Pirano assisting on one of those. Republic here, 15 minutes, and I mean, we're probably looking at 5 to 6 minutes of stoppage time with the injury. Stoppage for you. Check on Russell Cicerone. Here's Blake Willie. Pirano dribbling, trying to create some space for maybe a teammate as the pocket was collapsing in on him, and now as Martinez will look to dribble out. Pajaro, Martinez. Here's Timmer, good step. Willie, he's got to turn. Can somebody make a run with him? It's Ammon. Trevor. He's denied by Pajaro. Alaribe climbing the back, and Timmer could feel him coming the whole way. How about Michel Benitez? Started up in left winger position, has moved back to left center back, to come up with 2 timely denials. And now Pirano moving. Pirano trying to chip it over the top, just a tough angle. It's kind of make you a little nervous at him as it gives AV Alta a chance to spring. But meanwhile, it's Cicerone the other way. A little bit of contact right on the edge. Aviles quickly out. This USL Jägermeister Cup allows Adam is really an opportunity for these USL League One guys to get some looks from USL Championship coaches. And talking to Neil Collins, and he said the one thing about this is that you can look at guys, and if they're needed, midway through a season or even an off season, trouble here for Sacramento, you can see them going against championship level players. And so he said you get a better sense of how they are, how they react to maybe adversity. And a great run here for Pirano, who continues it. Pirano now trying to find a teammate. It's Ammon! He just sprayed it wide.
And what a glorious chance for Trevor Ammon. He's so disappointed he doesn't put that one in the back of the net. Christian Pirano breaks through, gets the ball dropping to him, and Trevor Ammon, he has to slice it a little bit, but he got too much on it. And just slices it right past the post.
2 changes for Sacramento coming, but and you take a look at that, and some of these players in League One over the next 2 months, they might play significant roles in the championship even this season. Obviously, a couple things need to happen, but a great opportunity and really a strong showing for the USL in general.
Well, that's great for players as well. Like you see, some of these teams, these USL League One teams are playing 4 USL Championship teams. So if you've got enough games to show that you're capable of playing at a higher level.
Felipe overran it. Meanwhile, on the other side, here comes a chance for Almac. And Dominic Vonner really hustling tonight. He has had some really good plays. And a whistle. And Sebastian Cruz doesn't like it. But probably the right call. But Vonner has created some opportunities. Really playing not to his strength in terms of where he likes to score. But he did score a beauty against Phoenix. And we're going to have some changes for Neil Collins' side. Is Aaron Edwards and Lewis Jamison will come to the game. Lewis scoring in that Week 1 win over New Mexico. There's Trevor Ammon trying to see if he can find a goal of his own.
It could be Dominic Vonner and Christian Pirano coming out of the game.
Let's step aside here for Pacific Office Automation.
Pacific Office Automation is your one-stop shop for office technology, copiers and printers, managed IT, unified communications, and more. Visit pacificoffice.com. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
Sebastian Herrera, the difference maker in this one. As AV Alta is trying to find a late game answer. Freddie Kleeman feeling the pressure. Alaribe turning. He's able to force a turnover. Destunes will switch the field. Sacramento's going to need to find a lockaway. Alire was right there knocking on the door. And Jared Mazzola will get the goal kick here. And Tower Bridge Battalion showing up again for Sacramento, waving the flags. And the drums going. They are standing up. They're hoping to see their team come away with the victory tonight.
And 3 points tonight would go a long way. Yeah, first of 4 games in this Jägermeister Cup. What a ball that is.
Beautiful.
Straight through.
Ammon onside. Support comes Vonner. Cuts back through. Ammon curling, waiting for a teammate. It's Pirano who puts it on the ground. What a beauty that would have been. Well done by Trevor Ammon. And Pirano, who has just probably been the biggest thorn in the side of AV Alta tonight, continues to be a pest. Cicerone's going to switch it. Spalding has room. Spalding to his left foot. Spalding almost with a world-class look. Just sailed away on him. And a goal kick, and now substitutions coming for Sacramento. Jared Timmer out. It'll be Aaron Edwards out of San Jose into the game. And then Lewis Jamison being replaced by Lewis Jamison. Maybe going to a back 4.
And we'll see how they line up here. That was a good shift by Jared Timmer and from Dominic Vonner.
And here's the other thing, Adam, when you look at the way things are broken down here, goals matter. If you get into a tiebreaker, goals for in the group play, just for the group winner, is third on that list. But when it comes down to a wild card, it's right near the top. So, I mean, it is going to matter whether you win games or not. Goals are really the highest currency, second to a victory.
Well, and people like seeing goals as well. So I like the emphasis on this one. Sacramento do go to a back 4 for the rest of this game.
And they do have a lot of attack-minded players still in this game, though. You have Trevor Ammon, Russell Cicerone, Pirano, and Lewis Jamison, who's coming to this game as well. Meanwhile, it is AV Alta still with the threat here. Beautifully done by Edwards, just too heavy on the touch. Edwards, good poke. Pirano. And Pirano nicely keeping possession here. Edwards going to send it forward. Now for Sacramento, it's been a little bit of Achilles heel, late game goals allowed. been a topic of conversation between this club is some of the mental mistakes is really where Sacramento was fallen victim to in the USL Championship, and they have got to find a way to close out games.
They haven't necessarily been the frustrating part. They haven't been outplayed or just been under immense amount of pressure. They've just been giving up goals on plays, and sometimes from nothing. We've seen some at home here as well, some penalty kicks given away, which sometimes things are out with your control, but I think it's the ones you somewhat have control of. It seems like they're managing the game, and then all of a sudden, just from nothing.
Well, you look at Lou City, at the death, Roro trying to clear a ball in just right place. Amanu is right there. Diaz puts it in, and almost a fluke goal. I don't know how many times you clear that ball and it even hits anybody. You had a couple of crazy penalty given. You've had some fantastic play. I mean, give Phoenix credit, too. Out of nothing, created some brilliant goals. So if you can lock those up, I think Sacramento will be looking in a lot better position. AV Alta, though, there is no quit here. They know there is still a chance. Seriously injured? For the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price for a free consultation. "15 shots for Sacramento tonight. But again, you need to find more on target, Adam. Just 3 so far. Public, Freddie Cleaming tagging the crossbar in the second half here. Russell Cicerone almost with a goal. Aviles with really 2 big saves tonight, keeping this game close. Luis Felipe. Pirano still battling. Martinez trying to slow him down. Pirano getting by him. Pirano gonna try to work in the corner, and Martinez going shoulder to shoulder, and the foul is given. And a good set piece here, but no Rodrigo Lopez in the game right now. And who do you turn to? It might be Pirano again.
Yeah, I think Lewis Jameson, he's shown he's got a good delivery with that left foot of his, but well done, Christian Pirano. Not only is driving forward, not only do you get the free kick, but you take some time off the clock. You're trying to manage the game. But Blake Willie has to be careful.
Whistle as this ball is out of play. As you send it back, sometimes it allows your opponent to really get momentum in that direction, Adam. And Republic had a pathway on this right side. As we're nearing the 90th minute, we'll see how much time is put up, but I would imagine we're looking at 6 or 7 minutes. Could be wrong, but that's the way the trend has gone so far in 2025.
My guess would be 5, based on...
It's going to be 9. So
none of us will be right.
Cold night in Sacramento. It's probably the coldest night we've had so far. Temperatures in the 50s. It looked like it's going to be some rain, but sort of held off since we got the whistle going. Trevor Hammond just laying out. Meanwhile, here's everybody now flying forward as Luis Felipe. "38 teams in the USL Jägermeister Cup. The final will come in early October. And so the drop from 34 regular season matches down to 30 in the USL Championship. But these 4 in this group play are part of that initial group play. This one is sent as a cross, but it is yet again Republic able to send it clear. This is Ryan Spalding and a corner kick for AV Alta. They've got some size. Filanov, Mastrantonio, Pajaro, 4 minutes of stoppage time. We were both wrong.
Told you. No, I think I said 4.
You said 5, and you overbid.
It's just accent.
You got to be stuck with your bid. Corner kick here, though, Adam. They've got some big bodies up in the air, and it is just a 1-goal game in favor of Sacramento. In-swinging look for Antelope Valley.
And Aviles was actually asking, the goalkeeper was asking, shall I go up for this?
Ball driven, headed down. Mazzola there to make the stop. Alaribe again.
And that was, it was dangerous, and I think it might have been Master Antonio.
No, it was Alaribe.
It was Alaribe who got that. Master Antonio in that box, big body, but Alaribe, if he just directs that a little bit further in the corner, we're looking at 1-1.
Probably the best look tonight for Antelope Valley. Ammon trying to let it trickle down to his feet. Ammon goes down. He won't get the whistle. Cicerone still fighting. Pirano is dancing around this one. He's got to give it up. He finds Spalding. Felipe. Pirano's just running out of steam. He has been going at 100 miles an hour all evening long.
And they don't have much time left. AV Alta, they got to get that ball in, get it forward. And they've showed well tonight. You know, this is only their 3rd game on the road as a club. And they've had the last 5 matches they've had in cup competition and league competition have been at home, so they're back on the road this time. Rather than flying across the country, which they had to do the first couple games, they're take the bus ride up to Sacramento.
Almack getting around Edwards. Edwards fighting his way. Edwards being held, and it will be a whistle. You know, looks like, Brian Cleveland here has talked about just the challenges of building a team. He said, one thing we really went after was not only these good soccer players, but what was their personality like? And he said, our camaraderie felt it was a really good place so far in this part of the season. And it's easier said to say I'm going to bring in great people, but I think they found that. They went to a lot of local guys, a lot of guys from Southern California, Central Valley, and it seems to be paying off so far. And can they build something for the rest of the way? But they've got a bit of a deficit here against Sacramento. Oliva being pressured by Jamison, who's sweeping in front. Felipe turning is Cicerone. Russ trying to get in the corner. About a minute left in this game. Russ! And he's trying to draw the fouls in. And grab him by the shirt. Don't want to let him out of it. Alassane playing essentially Destunes. He's been active so far in this second half of play and much more involved than coming from the first. And this one's headed. Kleeman's going to have to get there just in front of Almack. And now Jamison. He's trying to get Trevor Hammond to run. 30 seconds left in this game. This is a little bit trouble, though. Mazzola coming right in front of a charging Alaribe. He picks it up in the penalty area. Michel Benitez continuing the hustle. And now Mazzola and company's job is to see this one out, and they will. So the first game in the group play for Sacramento in the Jägermeister Cup. And they'll take all 3 points. Ryan Spalding and Mazzola embrace. And they got to be feeling good. They win this one 1-0 behind Sebastian Herrera. But another shutout for Jared Mazzola in cup play. Make it 2 for 2.
Yeah, good start to the competition for Sacramento. Sebastian Herrera, that man right there, had the winning goal. And you're encouraged that you get the 3 points, obviously, but also getting a clean sheet as well. Jared Mazzola, fantastic at the back. And it's a good night for Sacramento. Good night for these players. Get that confidence up.
You just hope that Russell Cicerone's ankle's okay. He's toying it there. But, man, Lewis and Jamison and company got to be feeling pretty good about that one. As, man, Carlos Avila's, I tell you what, I think he put in a really nice shift for AV Alta. As here is our man of the match, though, Western Health Advantage, bringing you our man, Sebastian Herrera. 4th goal in 4 games, 3 of them headers. I mean, he has been active. He has been difficult to defend. And again, Seba coming up when Sacramento needs him most. In 2 cup matches, he has provided the game winner.
Goals win game, and 1 goal won this game. And once again, Sebastian Herrera in a dangerous area, and he took the goal really, really well. The celebration when he tried to slide, maybe could work on that a little bit.
Got a little bit stuck, but Sacramento, their next Jägermeister Cup match will come against the Las Vegas Lights here on May 31st. And then they're going to be on the road for the final 2 against Orange County at Spokane. But I'll tell you what, this AV Alta side, they're proving they've got some here. They can dig deep, though. They got a game here in a couple of nights in Sin City against Las Vegas. Sacramento taking this one in the first game of the open round of the Jägermeister Cup.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands have joined the charge. They're taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
You're nothing short of unique. Your goals, your experiences, but most importantly, your health. Cookie-cutter health coverage just doesn't cut it. Western Health Advantage provides what really matters. Flexible plans that work for your individual needs. Support for healthy obsessions. Getting more than the basics. Care that uplifts our community. That's my advantage. Whether you get insurance from an employer or covered California, make the healthy switch and find your advantage at westernhealth.com.
Our first goal is we want kids to come out here and have fun. Yes, there you go. They're also going to grow, they're going to develop, and they're going to get a good taste of Sac Republic. Lots of learning and lots of fun to be had.
Brought to you by Jessup University Sacramento with the win, and Seba with the scarf from the Tower Bridge Battalion for the man of the match. Look at this, loving it. Tower Bridge Battalion in full force tonight, getting the crowd going, and they needed it. Felt good. Gotta love the cup, Adam. A lot of good vibes. Here's our image of the match, and our man Seba just making life difficult for everyone out there, and gets the game winner. He's the man of the match. He's the image of the match. He is our guy tonight. But I'll tell you what, great team effort. Defensively, there was a couple of moments AV Alta threatened, but really overall, Sacramento controlled this game. They closed it out like they needed to. and they've got the 3 points in the first group. Let's take a look at how it all went down for this Sacramento team. They were ready to go, but I'll tell you what, AB Alta, that first 10 seconds had my heart going at him up it.
Yeah, they went straight at it, but Sacramento, this guy, Dominic Vanner, was a threat all night. Russell Cicero.
Their public uniform. Here's our Western Health Advantage upcoming schedule. Oakland Roots, that's going to be on national television. And then the San Jose Earthquakes, they are thrilled to be hosting Sacramento because I think they're, 0 for 3 here in the last several season Open Cup run. So that will be at Avaya Stadium in San Jose. And then Indy 11 back home on May 10th, Las Vegas May 17th. And then the lights in the Jägermeister Cup on the 31st. It's just beginning. We're 2 months in. Sacramento, they've got a couple of cup wins. Sebastian Herrera, he's got 4 goals on the year. I want to thank our entire crew here from Sacramento. Our producer David Saunders, our director Joe Condry. He's Adam Moffat. I'm Rob McAllister. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Republic take the victory here in Sacramento.
Telecasts of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.